Hi everyone, this is Autopostrophe. Let's continue our game of Anima Gate of Memories on Nintendo Switch. Okay. Oh man, it's been a long time. Hopefully I can remember what was going on since last time I played this. Mansion of Puppets.
Death traps? This is our best date ever!
Ah.
I'm just a merchant, and if I had a name, I do not remember it now. Open this door, and I promise you that I'll know how to thank you.
I suppose I'll need a key.
The secrets, the passages, they echo in my head like screams. Stop them! Make them stop!
Ah, sure. Ah, darn. Oh, that's right. Now I remember. This game is way too dark. I don't mean the story is dark or the themes are dark. It's literally dark. And I don't think there was an option to correct the gamma either. Got a lot of other options, but gamma, no. No gamma correction.
I have no importance. There is nothing I can do for you. My husband, he is imprisoned in this place. Free him.
But you're a cat mask. I naturally want to free you.
Everything is confusing. I was a creator, the greatest of all. But I committed a sin. Now I have only what I deserve.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. What if your sin was just masturbating? Yeah, it's not really worth going to prison for.
I am the one who devours everything. The one who stands over creation itself. I am the power.
No Grayskull?
I am nobody. I have never been. But somewhere in this prison is my wife. Free her. She will know how to reward you.
You don't know how to do that? She's probably an ex-wife.
Blood. I only remember the blood. What kind of monster am I? No. Don't free me.
I don't know. Maybe you gave blood transfusions. What's the big deal?
I am sorry, World Walkers. I have nothing to say.
Really? Nothing? Okay. Fine. See, like, there's some detail in here. I mean, somebody spent a lot of time modeling this stuff and getting it to look right and getting proportions right. But then the whole lighting solution in this game makes it so you just really can't see it. I really can't stress enough how this game doesn't need to be this dark. Oh, God. Okay. Nice. One pixel just has to touch it. Bizarro game decision. Bizarro design decision. Just... That's the kind of stuff I don't understand. I have a life gauge, but not really. I don't even know what's at the other end is worth it. I'm gonna guess no. And see, it's like, it's so dark, I can't tell where these spikes are gonna come from. My god, it's just a pixel. Pixel touches it. No, like I said, it's just these weird decisions. Now, I'm sure that the original developers probably weren't expecting anybody to play the game this way. But I mean, this way makes sense to me. I want to get to some place. I want to traverse there in some way. I have a limited window. It's just a matter of memorizing, you know, the timing and going through it. But I guess that's not the intention.
I have no importance.
Okay. God, is there enough time? And do I even need to go here? What? No. No, spikes are gonna be the end of me. No. Is there more spikes? Jesus. Oh, that's right. The confirm and cancel buttons are not what they think. What I think they are. They're not Nintendo style. Let's see. I don't think I gained any levels or anything. Ah, crap, now I have to go back. Got only one sliver of health. The Order of Nathaniel is an independent group formed by the Empire. It is supervised by the Inquisition, the Imperial Throne, and the Church of Abil. Its core purpose is to stop me from reading. I mean, look how dark this is. Was this absolutely necessary?
So you really do have the ability to move between rooms in Arcane. They're definitely different from the rest.
You're the entity that we saw before in the central room.
Correct. But it would be better if you don't ask silly questions like who I am or what I'm doing here. I can't answer what I don't know.
You're different from the other shadows.
Because I have awareness of everything around me? You could say that.
I didn't say that, though.
I've seen more like you. They were locked in a prison. I tried to talk to them, but they were not lucid.
Nor will they ever be as long as they're there. For many of them, that's not where they belong. In their correct rooms, they would be more lucid, as you say.
So I just need to free them?
You can't release them. It would be impossible for you. The tower won't allow it. They're too entrenched in their memories.
And you think that some bars will be a huge impediment? Idiot.
When prisons that may seem to be metal bars easy for you to bend and destroy, but I assure you, it's much more than that. Each place is a whole existence by itself. It's the very concept of a prison which contains them.
So there's no way?
I didn't say that. I said it was impossible for you. But why are you interested? Do you have some relationship with any of them?
Just the cat one.
A few seem to have relevant information for us.
Interesting. I think I'll help you with this. It may be worth contemplating what will happen.
Can you do it?
Every gate has an exit. Every prison a way out. Just as there are doors, there are also keys in the tower that can open them. Here's one. It will open any door, but only one. Like I said, they're more in Arcane. You only need to find them. But it would be better if you were both very careful when choosing which prisoners to release. Not all of them tell the truth. Not everyone deserves to be imprisoned. Not everyone deserves to be freed. Choose well. It will bring consequences. And even if you find all the keys, in the end, one door will remain locked. Now go. I'm done talking.
Now, if I could only remember where that location was, where they showed me I unlocked something. Is it here? Oh god, another dark-ass place. I really wish they would switch the confirmation buttons. What am I getting hit by? Place where everything began. That I don't know. Right eye.
Nascal entered the hall where the Council of Brax was taking place. The greatest artists and creators of the world met once every decade under those walls. Different civilizations, even non-human creatures were there to show the wonders they had created over the years. Naturally, only the very best could attend, those whose fame had crossed all frontiers. For many of them, just having been invited represented an honor, but to Nascal, it was quite the opposite. They should feel honored by his attendance. The puppet master walked through the room, trying to pass unnoticed. He paid little attention to several uninspired works that only reminded him of why he was superior to everyone else. Nascal smiled ruefully. Although he did not expect too much from others, he had wished to find something to at least rival with his talent. Lost in those thoughts, a distant word caught his attention. Someone had mentioned Gaudamus, the creator of wonders, whose fame had reached even Nascal's ears. Apparently, he had also been invited, and a group of people were talking to him not too far away. Interested by his fame, Nascal approached him to share some anecdotes with a fellow genius. To his surprise, the legendary creator was much younger than he had expected, and was quick to shake his hand and exchange a polite greeting. Nascal was about to ask about the works he was exhibiting in the council, when the whole room became silent. Everyone whispered that Gaudamus had just arrived. At that moment, the confused Nascal understood what they meant, and a chill of terror ran through his spine. The person he was talking with was not a living being, but a doll. Work of Gaudamus was what he had heard the people say before. Even if it was only for a moment, the mere idea that he had not noticed such a thing overwhelmed the mind of the puppet master. Frantically, his eyes began to gaze closely at all the works exhibited by Gaudamus. The mere sight of them burned his retinas, but at the same time, he was unable to look away. The feeling of anxiety that oppressed his chest grew until it became pain. He even had trouble breathing in the same room that stored such wonders. Unable to wait any more, he staggered out of the room and did not stop running until he was outside. Then, Nascal cried and laughed as hard as he could. He had been blind all this time. In his egotism, he thought he was on top of the world when he was only standing on a small hill. Only in that moment did he realize that his work was far from having reached its full potential. That night would change his life completely. He would create greater works. He would surpass Gaudamus, surpass them all. From that moment, his obsession would be perfection.
Sounds like a swell guy. Creep. So lame, I can't touch him.
Nascal entered the hall.
Yeah, got it. Damn it.
Nascal.
Why not load with full health? Why load with just the bare minimum? hitbox is huge too. I mean, look at that.
Nazca.
All this shit after you at the same time? Come on, guys, really? Ah, so ridiculous.
Nazca.
Like, this is the kind of stuff, it's just a... Tell they weren't very good at designing battles, and I don't know if anybody's really good at that. At least not a lot of developers are. It's like, how come he was able to shoot so many of those? Wasn't able to do that before. See, what the... whole room feels like bullshit. It wasn't necessary to add the minions, you know. I think just a bunch of the fire guys would have been enough. But then when you add all these minions that you have to do all this tick damage to you, it feels cheap. Because it is. Not that it feels cheap, it is cheap. Well, I guess Platinum Games is good at this sort of thing. Kind of balancing the difficulty, the abilities that you have, the counter abilities that they have. But I think that's a skill that you build over time developing other games. Just about to switch characters too.
Nas.
I think the game's got great atmosphere and great art. The sound's just okay. It's serviceable, but this stuff, the battle system, I mean, this stuff needs work. And maybe not the battle system, but the balance of the flow of battle. I mean, these guys have attacks that are way too close to each other. I should be able to deal with both of them comfortably. But I can't. I have to deal with one, or I have to deal with both. And I have a limited window on tackling them. And there's not enough invulnerability frames to make up for all the chaotic battle.
Nah.
I'm kind of pushing through it because I like the story. Look at all this shit going on. Ah, a completely foul battle. That was not fun. Oh, actually.
Nazcal entered the hall where the Council of Brax was taking place. The greatest artists and creators of the world met once every decade under those walls. Different civilizations.
Oh, damn it, there I go. They're actually kind of a strange buttons to use for confirm and cancel. That's not like any other games use this sort of combination. Alright, I think it auto-saves if I remember right. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Anima, Gate of Memories on Nintendo Switch. Overall, I do like the game. I just wish the combat was more refined, and I wish it wasn't so dark. I mean, a real simple gamma slider, I think, would do wonders for this game. And then adjusting some invulnerability frames for the dodge maneuver, I think would also help it immensely. I mean, if they're going to throw rooms full of enemies at you that can hit you from all sides, then you've got to have some way of countering that. And the way that you counter it with it is right now is you just have to have some clairvoyance and hit the button before you ever get attacked. But I don't know if that's all that reasonable, especially when, yeah, as you saw when I was performing combat maneuvers, it wasn't necessarily easy to keep something focused and in range. So, yeah, I said I do want to play through it. I am curious to see where the story goes. You know, this along with the other game in this series. But man, I think it's gonna be rough playing through it. I think you're gonna hear me being very, very frustrated with the combat, certainly. But we'll see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.